Hey everyone, I am Sam Marks, and this is the number one episode of One Donut, One Beer, One Comic. I'm not exactly sure what order it's actually going to go in because of the fact that I don't want to get delicious donut all over my comics, so I might do beer first, comic, donut. I don't know. I'm winging it. You might know me from the internet. You might know me from the now defunct Didn't Read It podcast. You might know me from SPX or We're Friends, or you've no idea who I am and you've never heard of me, and you're like, why should I care about watching this show? Uh, I'm kind of on your side. Why should you care about watching the show? I'm going to talk about donuts. I'm going to talk about beer. I'm going to talk about comics. Hopefully, you like those things. I like those things. Am I an expert in beer or donuts or comics? Expert? No. Maybe like a journeyman. I'm on my way. I read a lot of comics. I read a lot of comics. I drink a lot of beer, and I eat a lot of donuts. Of course, that's like not a healthy way to live, really. So hopefully, we're going to be keeping it down to like one or two donuts a week. I gotta taste this stuff before. No, actually, no. I don't have to taste this stuff before I eat it for you. I'm gonna eat it for you on camera, first thing. Of course, that said, sometimes I will be drinking the beer beforehand just to see if I like it or not. A few quick things just to kind of mention, get out of the way. So you're like, hey, what's up with this? I live in Portland, Oregon, and I'm going to be eating donuts from Portland, Oregon. You're probably all like, oh, Voodoo Donuts, that's the only place. Actually, no, we've got a ton of donut places. And, I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, that's where all the tourists go. But it kind of is where all the tourists go. That said, I do love a good Voodoo Donut. They've got it's like a satanic chocolate cake donut with a pentagram on it. It's real delicious. I like the one with Oreos and peanut butter on it. That's delicious. But they often are huge sugar gut bombs. So, sometimes I'll be eating those donuts and sometimes I won't be. Sometimes I'm going to be trying to tell you about other donuts from other places around Portland. And sometimes I'm going to be eating donuts from places that, maybe down the street there's a 7-Eleven. I'll get a 7-Eleven donut and talk about that because, okay, not all donuts are created equal, but let's be honest, like a donut, how bad can a really bad donut be? Um, that said, I will be trying to drink beer that you guys can get outside of Portland. Of course, Oregon, as you may know or may not know, we have a shit ton of breweries. We love to drink beer here. Of course, the Pacific Northwest is famous for its hops, so often I will be drinking a lot of IPAs. I do like other styles of beer as well, so I will be trying those. But, I'm really going to try and make a concerted effort to drink beer that you can maybe get outside of Portland. This week, I am going to be starting the show. So actually, we're on the show. Let's do it. Let's get rolling. I'm going to be starting with the Made in the Shade by Ninkasi Brewing. Ninkasi is out of Eugene, Oregon. Go Ducks. And you can get this beer in most parts of California. I know in Northern California for sure. You can get it around Washington State. And I know for a fact that they just said that they're going to be in Dallas, Texas in September. So you should find Ninkasi Brewing where you can. I'm sure you can get it in Nevada, maybe Colorado, some other places on the western side of the country. If not, you might be able to find it every now and then on the East Coast. I can't guarantee that. And then finally, I'm going to be talking about the new comic James Stokoe's Godzilla in Hell. As you guys may or may not know, if you know me, I love metal, and this is unquestionably the most metal comic out there. So, format of the show is kind of going to be me drinking the beer, talking about a comic, eating a donut. If you like that, stick around, hit the like button. If you don't, I'm sorry that you don't like, delicious good things. So let's get started with the beer. So the Made in the Shade, it is the Summer Style IPA. What do we got here? We got a 22 here. It's 6.8% alcohol by volume. That is not that bad for a summer IPA. We're going to open this bad boy with my Galactus bottle opener. He loves devouring bottle caps. And let's take a look at this beer, huh? Let's get a nice pour here. I am not that much of a beer snob. I mean, I do like good beer, but at the same time, I am perfectly happy drinking a PBR. Of course, you're like, oh, he lives in Portland. Could do that PBR. Anyway, I hope I don't talk to myself a lot on this show. We'll see. Like I said, this is the first episode. We're winging it. As you can see, this beer, it is very nicely amber in color. It's got it's got some heft to it, though. It looks kind of like a Hefeweizen, maybe like comparable to a Blue Moon, but Oh, it is not. It doesn't smell like a Blue Moon. It's definitely more, hoppy, and it's got good hops, but it's not overwhelming. It's floral. Oh my god! I just saw myself on the cameras smelling this beer. I look like a douche, don't I? Oh, that's good though. You should find this beer if you can find it. Yeah, that's really good. It's got a really nice depth of hops. It's got a good body. It's got good drinkability. I'm gonna drink this whole thing very happily. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin the taste of my donut, but shit happens. Don't chug beer. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? So we've got a delicious beer, Made in the Shade by Ninkasi Brewing out of Eugene, Oregon. Shout out to all my friends in Eugene. Shout out to all my friends that drink Ninkasi beer. It's delicious. Next, we're gonna move on pretty quickly to Godzilla in Hell. Look at this thing. Godzilla is just like, I'm in hell, fuck. It's by James Stokoe. You may know him from Orc Stain or Sullivan Sluggers, or one of my personal favorites is Wonton Soup. I highly, highly recommend Wonton Soup. James has also been doing some covers. I know he did a cover for he did a variant cover for the first issue of Cluster by Ed Brisson. So, the beer. I'm going to be burping on camera. That's pretty fucked up, huh? Anyway, Godzilla in Hell. I loved it. A few disclaimers. There's no words. No words in this whole comic. Oh my god. How can we do it? What can we do? How are we going to read a whole comic without words? Oh, you're going to look at the pictures, and it's going to be awesome. The art is unbelievable. If you've never seen James Stokoe's work, super, super highly detailed. Here, let's get a little bit of a close-up. Godzilla is wandering through hell. He's, meeting some different people, different shit's going on. Let's see, let's get this over here. Look, he's just like, I'm Godzilla. I recommend this book. Highly, highly, highly recommend this book if you enjoy looking at really awesome, cool art and battle scenes and Godzilla. Oh my god, look at this. Doesn't get much more metal than this. I think if you guys follow me on Twitter, you can find me on Twitter at @smarks_, because the original S Marks, I don't know where that guy is. Anyway, as I posted on Twitter earlier, you should listen to death metal when reading this book. You can read this book in about, if you're taking your sweet, sweet time, you can get it in about 5 to 8 minutes. Listen to a death metal song. I was jamming an old Fallujah album. I don't know if you guys know the band Fallujah. They're pretty good death metal band. But pretty much, I could totally imagine jamming like Morbid Angel's Covenant, or maybe some Hate Eternal, I'm Monarch while reading that. Yeah, I'm Monarch. It's like Godzilla's the Monarch. Yeah, awesome stuff. I'm probably going to be talking about metal a little bit on here, so if you guys have any questions about sweet metal albums that are coming out, don't be afraid to post in the comments below. I am always looking for good recommendations, and if you're looking for recommendations, I am happy to give them. So, we talked about a beer, we talked about a comic, let's talk about a donut. Huge disclaimer, I love chocolate. I'm like a chocolate fiend, and I bought 3 different donuts to kind of decide what am I going to do for the first episode. And, the chocolate looked really good. It was a donut from Blue Star Donuts in Portland, Oregon, that it was like a chocolate ganache with hazelnuts and stuff on it. It looked awesome. But that being said, you guys can probably get donuts with almonds and hazelnuts and stuff where you're at. So, not to knock donuts near you, I just thought I'd try something a little different. So we went with a Marionberry. Do you guys get Marionberries? They're an Oregon thing. It's a berry. A Marionberry pepper jelly with peanut butter powder. I've never seen another place do peanut butter powder. Wow, the lighting is not very good on that. I guess that's where the jelly is. Here, it looks like it has like a big stain on it. Look how delicious that looks, though. Oh, yes. I am very excited for this. So there's a jelly with, Marionberries and peppers in there. And then, I don't know what kind of peppers, they didn't tell me. And this peanut butter powder, I am just super stoked on it. Blue Star, they're well known for having brioche donuts. So if you like that kind of like brioche, more jam going on. I'm just going to dig into this thing. I'm going to get it all in my face probably. I'm sorry. Eating on camera is probably not that sexy. I'm not going for sexy. I'm going for delicious donut. Oh, yeah. So, we're actually going to, I don't know, man. Kind of wish there was a little more jelly in here. Wow, this is really all over my face. I apologize. Should probably stop talking with my mouth full too. I do wish there was a little bit more jelly in this. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, here we go. See, it's like on the other end. Yeah, let's get that good angle in there. You guys can see my bite marks. Peanut butter tastes like peanut butter. It tastes like a peanut butter and jelly in a donut. I like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna keep eating this and keep commenting on it as I eat it. There we go. That was the bite. That was the bite right there. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. If you're ever in Portland, Oregon, go to Blue Star Donuts. If you guys like this, let me know. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm testing it out. I'm testing the waters, seeing what's going on. See if you guys like it. If you do like it, subscribe to the page. Hit the like button. If you don't, tell your friends. Maybe you like a donut, and you don't care about the beers. You don't care about the comics or anything. Oh, I got the pepper. It's spicy. Okay. Shit blew my mind. See, I gotta take more time with this. I'm learning. Anyway. Thank you for bearing with me. It's been a lot of fun. I got to drink some beer. I got to eat a donut. I got to talk about a comic. I'm a pretty happy camper. So, adios, guys.